Over the last 48 hours, we've sold about 450 items on eBay and whatnot. So all of this is going out over the weekend, and we have another rack we need to ship out. This is about another 85 items that were sold in a show. And I just finished up a show, and we just sold about another 89 items for $1,200 in sales. We're selling things like North Face puffer. We're selling some Mountain Hardwear Sherpa jackets. We're selling some Arc'teryx brand new with tags jackets. That's pretty nice. We're starting those off. We are selling another Arc'teryx item right here. We sold an Arc'teryx dress. We, of course, usually try to have Carhartt, Patagonia, North Face, and maybe we'll throw in an Arc'teryx or two in our shows. And I'm here to settle the great debate. What is better, eBay or whatnot? Let's chat. All right, so let's chat while we pack up these eBay orders that sold in the last 24 hours, and let's settle that great debate. Who is for whatnot? Who is for eBay? And let's kind of go into some of the experiences that I've had over the last 4 months on the platform. We've done a little over $100,000 in sales on whatnot in the last 3.5 months, and I really want to talk about kind of who the platform is for and where I see it going, because some numbers just came out today posted by Daily Refinement and as well as Chris from Flip the World on their Instagram, and it got me thinking that really the future is pushing towards live selling, and I think really you're going to see more and more of these apps come out and more of these platforms really heavily push live selling. And let me break it down. Whatnot in the last year did over $2 billion in sales in the last 12 months. Just to put it in perspective, QVC, that's 800 times what QVC did in the last 12 months. So Whatnot is definitely the leader in live selling, I believe. I don't think there's any other one that does more sales. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's a huge amount of sales. And there's some stats I'll post up here, but I believe I read over 60% of Whatnot sellers do over $10,000 in sales per month. So over 60% do over $10,000 in sales per month, and it was something like, I don't remember, 10 to 40% do over $300,000 in sales per year on Whatnot. So I'll post the stats somewhere around here. I'll take a screenshot. But yeah, that's mind-blowing. Let's get into packing up some of these orders and talking about kind of who is for Whatnot and who is for eBay, and just kind of like my experience. But we'll get into that. I'm sure you guys want to know what's sold on eBay. This was a nice sale. This was a 3-pack of all full price sales. We have a Columbia PFG shirt, men's extra large, sold for full price of $25. This is a Columbia PFG Omni Shade extra large, sold for $25. And then I have a Columbia fleece vest extra large, sold for $20. So combined, that was a nice sale of $70 plus full shipping. They paid on all of that, so that's like $24 shipping. So that was nice. That was really nice. I'm just going to put those in a poly bag. But that was a nice sale, and that's one of the benefits about eBay, guys. I really do think if you're a reseller that's just on eBay, you may want to look into live selling. And if you're just a reseller that does Whatnot only, you may want to look into adding eBay into your setup. That's the nice thing about eBay is you can get $24 for a Columbia PFG, where on Whatnot you may get $5 for it. So that's one of the benefits. Let me get this in here. And I think that if you're a YouTube reseller, and maybe you're watching this right now and you just started on YouTube and you like, making reselling content, I think it can be beneficial for you to now start branching off into doing some live selling, because your fans want to support you. you're building a community. You're building a relationship. And some of the people that have been coming into our shows over the last 4 months, we've really gotten to know and really develop that deeper relationship, which is really what it's all about. Like your relationships too, connecting with your audience, being part of your community. And I think for YouTubers that talk about reselling, it's a great thing to have onto the side. Even if you do one show a week, I think it's a great way where you can take something that you found at a yard sale or a garage sale, start it off at $1 and really pass down that savings into your community. I've really enjoyed it. It's really been fun. It's probably been the most fun, exciting business venture I have done yet. You know, really, to do 108,000 in sales over the last 3.5 months has been amazing. Like, for example, I'll just do a quick breakdown. We just got done with this show here, and it was about $1,200 in sales in 2 hours. We sold like 89 items, and cost of goods was around $600. And after fees and everything, it comes out to about $250 an hour, which, hey, I'm not complaining. That's great. That's amazing. Yeah, it takes me about 30 minutes to get these items shipped out. But at the same time, that was money that was made today. We're on eBay. It's still good. It's just you may need to wait a little bit longer for a sale to come in, right? So I think having 2 platforms is really nice. You know, whether you do Poshmark and eBay and whatnot, you can look at it as more as like day trading, quicker money, faster money today, and also long-term investing, which is where eBay and Poshmark would kind of fit in, right? So if you look at it as like an investment point of view, you have your long-term investments, which are usually typically classified for a year and over. That would be more like eBay. And you can do like the short-term investments, which can be more like Whatnot. So that's kind of how I look at it. These are some Nike fleece shorts listed about a month ago and sold on a best offer of $10 plus shipping. So these probably would have gone for $5, $6, $7 on Whatnot, on eBay. Not much more, but I'm just happy. You know, now that I kind of have the Whatnot effect built into my brain, I'm really just taking pretty much any offer on eBay. I mean, probably as low as like 30 to 40% off, because at the end of the day, it's probably going to be liquidated and put on Whatnot anyways after a year. So might as well take the money now, right? So that was a nice sale. Fleece joggers and shorts in Nike I pick up and put them on Whatnot or on eBay. The next sale was this Frog Togs rain jacket. It is a women's large. It was listed just a couple weeks ago. Took a best offer of $12 plus shipping. So not an amazing sale, but still, nonetheless, if I'm paying, I believe I got this at the bins, and it's really light, so I probably paid $1.50 for it, and it's a rain jacket, so something that I find here a lot in Oregon. So that's another benefit of eBay is, you know, if you build up your store big enough and fill it with good items, you know, those items will just have such a high ROI too. And I think it's just different for everybody, right? Like, let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on Whatnot? Why aren't you doing Whatnot? Why are you hesitant to doing it? And then vice versa, if you're selling on Whatnot, why aren't you doing eBay? So, yeah, those are the things we need to answer as we continue to grow, because, guys, the world's changing. And if we don't change and initiate change, we're going to be a victim of change, and then we're going to be complaining why things aren't working out for us. Next sale is a pair of Lululemon scuba shorts. Bought these retail arbitrage for $19. They sold for $30 plus shipping. Lululemon scuba shorts sold in about 2 months. $30 plus $8.99 shipping. Those are going Ground Advantage. Need to order more poly bags. But yeah, you're probably seeing a lot more Whatnot content lately. I don't want to just talk about Whatnot, because I feel like, you know, resellers are resellers. We shouldn't be limiting to one platform or the other. I just want to know your thoughts and what you think about selling on Whatnot and selling on eBay. Do you think that you could see yourself ever doing that? I don't know. Maybe you could hire it out too. Like, if you don't, I've seen people, they don't even show their face on camera. You know, you can point the camera that way and do your streaming. So it's up to you, but I am so glad that we got started going. Of course, the profit margins are going to be a lot less, but it's a great way to make faster money with lower profit margins, especially if you're putting good stuff in the in the show, right? Next up, we have some Nike joggers, women's, also retail arbitrage, purchased for $22, sold for $30 in 2 weeks, and that was plus shipping. So what, making not that much, $5, $8 profit. Not crazy, probably not very good at all. But still, you know, they sold, and I'm happy to see them go. Probably not something I'd be picking up again. Like I said, I'm taking a lot of offers nowadays on eBay. Definitely not holding out for that extra $5, because my system is, and this may resonate with you, if you have items sitting in your store that are over a year old, you probably might start thinking about having some kind of liquidation system, some type of system where, hey, if it hasn't sold in a year, what am I going to do with that item? Am I going to let it sit for 2 years, 3 years in my eBay store? Or do I want to recoup some of that money so I could put it back into better items? That's something you might need to consider. Maybe it's doing something like that. This was a really nice North Face hoodie, also bought for like $22, sold for $25, so not very good. But then again, just want to get these items out of my store. That was plus $8.95 shipping. I paid $6 shipping for this to go to New Jersey. Wow. So yeah, I don't know. I kind of wanted to just have an open chat with you guys. No fancy editing or anything like that. I just wanted to know your thoughts. What do you think is better? Or do you think just certain people are suited for one or the other? I really do think that in the future, you're going to see more and more apps and more live streaming apps for selling. I think that has just been built and built. I mean, Whatnot's pretty old. It is 4 or 5 years old, and it's taken a while to build, you know, up a good audience. And still, at the end of the day, it's still really a small platform. You know, it's still really a small platform compared to like eBay or Poshmark. These are some Under Armour chino pants listed 2 months ago, sold for $22 plus $8.95 shipping. So Under Armour chino pants are always great. The performance ones, these were performance 36, 32, and I'm shipping these in a flat rate because I'm actually out of poly bags. So they should be coming in tomorrow or Thursday. All right, so those are some Under Armour pants. These are some Lululemon women's, listed a week ago, bought for 30, 29, 28, something around there. They're Lululemon women's size 14 adapted state jogger airflow pants, and they sold in a week, so not too bad. Quick, fast, don't care. Get them going. Okay, so that was nice. That was nice. You know, we've been selling on eBay for 4 years, and I don't see us stopping. You know, maybe, you know, we're doing 10 listings a day, and I think that's really just a nice, comfortable place to be listing 10 a day and selling 10 a day, roughly averaging $250 to $400 in sales per day. The average sale price has gone up, which has been really nice, and it's really just in kind of a cruise control mode. So that is one of the benefits of eBay, where it's less active income, where Whatnot is very active. Like if you don't run a show, if you don't get good items, if you don't ship your items, you know, quickly, it's much more active. So you need to be actively going to make money, right? If I don't run a show, I don't make money. With eBay, it's nice because you can list it and kind of just not set it and forget it, but you can list it and wait till that sells. It's nice. It's much nicer. Hugo Boss chino pants, listed 2 months ago, sold for $27 plus shipping. These are the Alabama men's 33-34 Hugo Boss. Hugo Boss jeans are, you know, really the only thing that I try to pick up. The blazers don't do very well for me. Let me know, are you guys Hugo Boss fans? I can't really seem to get it to sell. I mean, I sold a Hugo Boss blazer in our Whatnot show for $5. I'm sure it retailed for $200 or more. Just seems like Hugo Boss for me. Nah. All right, so Lululemon men's Warp Stream pants. These sold in under a week for $35 plus shipping. Love the Lululemon. Still pick it up. Especially the men's pants. So these were nice. They sold in under a week for $35 plus shipping. Lululemon pants, Warp Stream. So something like that, if I were to put it on Whatnot, it might go for $30. But then again, it's very dependent on who is in your show. You know, if you don't market your show and talk about your show and advertise your show. No one's going to be in your show. I mean, there will be people. It's just you're really relying on the Whatnot audience for the traffic, right? And the more people that are in your show, the more money you're going to make because they're going to drive up the price. So those Lululemon pants, if I had put those on Whatnot and I didn't talk about it and say nothing, they may be sold for $12. But if I'm saying, hey, I'm running these Lululemon pants for $1 and say it on Instagram or make a post on YouTube, then more people are going to be like, what? Lululemon pants for $1? It's going to generate more buzz, right? So that you got to really learn more about marketing and how you get people in your show. And yes, I will say the YouTube channel definitely helps, but you can use the YouTube or the Whatnot audience to build a following because there's many sellers on Whatnot that don't have a YouTube, don't have an Instagram, and they absolutely dominate. So, yeah, it's different for everybody. It's different for everyone. I think that if you have never tried it, I think it's worth a shot. If you're good in front of the camera and you have a good personality, people are gonna like that. People want to connect with you, and they're gonna like just the way your attitude is and how you talk to them and make them feel heard. I think those are really important keys to be successful and whatnot. It's very hard to watch someone who's very boring and sleepy on the camera, and it's really hard, right? But if you have a good, entertaining attitude, upbeat, you connect with your audience as people are coming in. It's just definitely a fun shopping experience for people that are on the other side. It definitely is draining. I had to drink 2 cups of coffee, and it's 7:36. I took a nap before the Whatnot show. So you definitely got to have the energy and the stamina to do the show. It is what it is. It is a show. That was a Suit Supply shirt that sold for $20 plus shipping. It actually had a missing button on the wrist cuff, but Suit Supply is a good one. Sorry, we missed that one. Lucky Brand 361 men's jeans sold for $19 plus shipping, and it took 3 months. So, yeah, having a good personality, having a good attitude, those are keys to being successful and whatnot. Also, too, I don't know, I think there's a cutoff point where you could probably have a pretty bland personality and get away with it if you're selling gold bars, if you're selling really good stuff. Just depends. Next is one of my favorite brands. These are some men's Quince pants. These were just listed a week ago. Quince men's tech pants sold for $25 plus shipping. That was a nice one. I love that brand. Quince, I think they're like a sustainable brand. They make men's and women's clothing. So those sold pretty quick in under a week for what, 25 plus shipping. Probably would have got maybe 15 on Whatnot for those. So I decided to list those on eBay. And then another one, I talked about this in one of our videos, Mott and Bow. I had just listed these about 4 days ago. These sold on a best offer of $25 plus shipping. Mott and Bow, great jean company. I think closer to like a 75% sell-through rate. These sold, in under a week for $25 plus shipping. Mott and Bow, men's jeans, sold quick. Love that. Yeah, so what are your thoughts? I want to know. I want to connect with you. I want to know what you think. What do you like? Do you like eBay better? Do you like Whatnot better? Do you want to think about doing Whatnot? It's up to you. I think before you have an opinion about something, I think it's worth trying, because I had really bad opinions about Whatnot as well. And months went by, and I just talked bad about it and got tired of people talking about it. And then I tried it, and I'm like, actually, this is pretty fun. This is new, and I like this. So I think people should try it before they have an opinion about it. But that's just my opinion, right? You can stone me if you want to. I don't care. But definitely worth a try. Also, too, if you're from the other perspective, if you don't want to, these were some J. Crew corduroy pants sold for $25 plus shipping. If you're on the other side and you're maybe just see Whatnot as a great way to source inventory. Go into the shows where there's 1 to 10 people. I've seen Lululemon, Patagonia, North Face stuff sell all the time for under $10. And then if you combine the shipping like Whatnot does, you can get great inventory for really cheap and you don't have to drive anywhere. Oh my goodness. So maybe that's something, hey, if you're having a hard time finding inventory, I would say 95%, probably around 90%, 95% of the people in our shows are resellers, like most of them. And that's why they're buying this stuff, the Arc'teryx, the Patagonia, the North Face, brand new Kyrie Irving shoes, brand new. These sold for like $22. Brand new Kyrie Irving, 8s. We sold a couple pairs of those. So I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? Oh, these aren't going to fit in a flat rate. We'll see. You think I could fit this cool Sherpa sweater in a flat rate envelope? Oh my goodness. It's a women's cool sweater, Sherpa, sold for $27. Oh my goodness. I can do it though. If you think you can, you can. All right, let's see. Let's see. I think I can. I think I can. All right. We'll see. You guys drop in the comments. Can I get this done? You let me know. Let me know. Oh yeah, I could. Yep. Easy. 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 All right. That was easy. That was easy. I've done worse than that. I've done worse. I always like to put a little tape for reinforcement because it'll probably bust open. But yeah, we got that to fit. Got it to fit. So there we go. Cool jacket, women's. That was listed for about a month, and now that's going to Tori. Thanks, Tori. All right, so that's going out. And then we sold some Nike. These were listed a couple weeks ago. They are some Nike spandex shorts. They're brand new, and they sold for $15 plus shipping. Nike Pro Combat. Those are going in a poly mailer. Oh, do I not have any? I'll have to use a big one. But yeah, I wanted to come on here. Those were my thoughts after doing the Whatnot stream. Like, let's pack these orders. Let's just have an organic chat, raw. Leave me your thoughts. I want to know, what do you think? What do you think? Do you want to try it? Do you want to go ahead and give it a shot? See what happens? I think a lot of people, main fear about doing Whatnot is they just don't like how they look or feel on camera. And that's just really a confidence issue, you know? Like, I know you can do it. I know you can do it. You just got to have the confidence that you're going to crush it, and I know you will. I know you will. So, yeah, the last order is this Ralph Lauren wool pants, sold for $25 plus shipping. Those were an okay fast sale, about a month and a half. Ralph Lauren wool pants out the door, sold those. So yeah, that's my thoughts. That's my heart. That's what I'm thinking. We love Whatnot. We're still gonna do it. We thought of some possible updates to the channel too that we'd like to talk about. I think what we're gonna do in the future on the channel is start maybe featuring more sourcing stuff, like maybe some more. Would you guys like to see storage unit stuff? Like, you know, we've been thinking about possibly buying a storage unit maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks, filming us going through it, and then running all the good stuff on Whatnot. We've also thought about maybe doing some more, you know, yard sales, estate sales, just more sourcing footage. I feel like that's what I mainly enjoy doing. Let me know if that's what you guys want to see, you know, more digging, more looking for treasure. So let me know if you guys want that. I think that we want to start doing maybe one storage unit, maybe every 2 weeks, and just see what we find. You know, nothing overwhelming, but I think that could be fun. And then if you're thinking about, you know, maybe sourcing on Whatnot or becoming a seller on Whatnot, you can get a free credit down below for $15 and get yourself some North Face puffer jackets, or get yourself a new with tags Arc'teryx jacket. That could be nice. That could be nice. Or get yourself some new Kyrie Irving Nikes for $22. So I'll put that credit down below. And if you want to think about selling on Whatnot, I'll also put a link where they'll match you up to $150 on your first week as a Whatnot seller. Of course, you can reach out if you have questions, but comment down below. What are your thoughts? Do you hate Whatnot? Do you want it to burn to the ground and go away? You can rewind the video. I'll put those stats that I saw earlier, sourced from Daily Refinement and Chris Flip the World, but pretty mind-blowing, right? So those are my thoughts. That's it in a nutshell. We'll see you in the next video, guys. Be blessed.